Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace be upon everyone. Welcome back to my channel. So in this particular video, we're going to be solving the problem on the screen, which is if a plus b equals 4 and a minus b equals 2 and x has to be greater than 1 and x raised to the power of a squared divided by x raised to the power of b squared equals x raised to the power of c. What is c? So the first thing we have to do is to observe that we have two sides of the question, right? The first part of the question is a plus b equals 4, right? And then you have a minus b equals 2. Well, this question involves system of equations. So you have a plus b equals 4 and a minus b equals 2. And during your ACT practice, it's very important for you to know that you should do as many system of equations questions as much as possible, because you're going to get questions like that on your test. So you have this here, and we can basically solve for a and also solve for b. I'm going to use the elimination / combination method, and I'm just going to put a plus sign here to add these two together. So when we do that, we have 2a, and then we have plus b plus minus b. That's the same thing as saying b minus b, which is 0. So equals 4 plus 2 is 6. So we end up with 2a equals 6. That means a equals 6 divided by 2. So a equals 3. Right? Now that we have the value of a, we can go on to input it in one of the equation. So we're going to call this equation 1 and equation 2. This is a personal preference as to like what you want to put, like which equation you want to pick. I like whenever I add stuff rather than subtracting stuff. So I'm just going to put it on this first equation, right? Equation 1. So I'm going to substitute a equals 3 in equation 1. So that's what I'm going to do for this question. So we're going to do a plus b equals 4. So that would be, when we substitute a equals 3, we're going to put 3 plus b equals 4. So therefore b equals 4 minus 3, right? So that would be b equals 1. So we got our answers to be a equals 3 and also b equals 1. So we've done the first part of the question. Now let's go on to see what the part that we're supposed to work on. We saw that x must be greater than 1. That's basically what they want us to know. X is greater than 1. And part of the reason is because if we say x can be any number and we know that x can be 1, it's just like saying 1 raised to the power of 5, 1 squared, 1 raised to the power of 1,000. All of this is equivalent to just 1, 1, 1. So when x is greater than 1, they want us to know specifically that we're not trying to get the answer to be 1, because if x is equals to 1 here, where we have the question x raised to the power of a squared and divided by x raised to the power of b squared, and x can be 1, then our answer is just 1 divided by 1. And 1 divided by 1 is just 1. So there is no actual solution. It's not even actually a question. It's just something that you know. So that's why this x is greater than 1 is specifically mentioned. So now we're going to continue on with the question. I'm going to clear the frame, and we have x. So we're going to continue to the second part of the question. So x raised to the power of a squared divided by x raised to the power of b squared equals to x raised to the power of c. And yeah, well, from your knowledge of exponents and dealing with exponents and indices and things like that, it's important for you to know that when you have a question that looks like this, what you have to do is just x, right? And you have a squared, and then because you have a division, when you want to group these exponents together, you're going to turn that into a subtraction. So you're going to have a squared minus b squared. But you're not going to leave the x at the bottom, because this division is going to automatically become a subtraction when you group the exponents together. It's just like saying, oh, x raised to the power of a multiplied by x raised to the power of b. This is the same thing as x raised to the power of a plus b. This is another way, because the multiplication, when you group the two exponents or the powers together, it becomes a positive. Just like in division, when you have a division sign, when you group the exponents or the powers together, it becomes a negative. So that's just a good refresher for any student that is struggling. That's basically just what you got to do. So you have this here, and then you have this to be equals to x raised to the power of c. So now we can compare both sides. You can just easily cancel. So you don't actually even need the x. So you have a squared minus b squared equals to c. But guess what? You previously we already saw for what a is and what b is. We know a equals 3 and b equals 1. So hence we have 3 squared minus 1 squared equals c. So 3 squared is 9 minus 1. So 9 minus 1 is equals to c equals 8. So our answer for this is just c equals 8. I hope this was done in a way that you guys could understand. But I basically make STEM related content on my channel. So if you are currently studying for the SATs, I would advise you to look at the playlist on my channel and work on every single problems. The videos are going to be uploaded daily up until the time students this year keep on studying for the SATs, as well as also making some videos next year. So basically daily SAT videos for now. And I wish you guys all the very best. Please check out other videos on my channel. And if you're also studying for AP Calculus, AP Calculus and ACT Math, I have videos like that on my channel as well. Make sure you check it out. I wish you guys all the very best. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.